In this video, we're going to talk about how you can build an e-commerce brand, how you can find customers, how you can use your competition to your advantage, how you can design your brand, and how you can manage your brand. So let's start. First and most important part of building a brand is how you design your brand. Let's talk about the logo. Your logo should be simple and easy to remember, and so should your business name. The types of fonts that you use should resonate with your brand, and so should the color scheme. As for the package design, you should try to make it as simple as possible. The two main things that you need to include in your package design are the logo and contact information, like email address and phone number. And the core message should resonate with your audience. It should create an emotional connection with your customers. And you should also use personality and language that suits you and your brand. Here I've pulled up a screenshot of the brand Girlfriend Collective. As you can see from the logo, it is very simple and very easy to remember. They use a variety of colors as their color palette, and their message don't make waves where it resonates with their brand. As for the packaging, it is very simple. It just has their logo on it. Somewhere around here there might be a contact information as well. Now that we've learned about how you can design your brand, the next thing that we need to know is how you can find your customers and how you can use your competition to your advantage. The first step to finding your customers is to pick a niche. A niche is a specific market segment targeting a unique group with particular needs. After you've picked your niche, it is important that you research your audience based on the niche that you pick. Now that we know how to find customers, what we need to learn now is how to take advantage of our competition. You can take advantage of your competition by learning from them. The first step is to find out what they're doing and apply what they're doing into your own business. Find out what their marketing strategies are and use them in your business. Find out how they price their products and use that in your business. Find out how they interact with customers. Find out how they design their website. Find out how they present themselves to their customers and audience. Find out how they use social media. Find out how they hop on new trends and new technologies. Now that we've learned how to design our brand and how to find customers, the next step is to create a message that resonates with your customers. There are 4 questions that you need to answer in order to design your brand message. The first is, what makes your products unique? The second is, what benefits do people get from using your products? And the third is, what is the story behind your brand? And the fourth is, how you can leave a lasting impression on your customers. If you can answer these 4 questions, then you can use those answers to create a brand message that resonates with your audience and your customers. Now, after finally learning how to design your brand, how to find customers, and how to craft your message, the next step is how to use all of this information throughout your brand. You can do this by using the same colors, words, and message everywhere. For example, you can use it in your ads, you can use it in your posts, you can use it in your reels, you can use it in your website, and you can use it in your social media accounts. And now we've come to the most interesting part of the video. This is why we're building our brand. We're building a brand so that we can grow a community around our brand. And we can do this by connecting to people. The more people you connect to, the more your community grows. If your customers don't feel connected to your brand, then you just have a brand but not a community. And having a community is really good for a brand, since a community is more like a family. If you have any type of problem in your business, or if you're having a crisis in your business, then these people who are your community members will come to your aid and help you. That is the perk of having a community. And building a community is also really helpful when you're trying to build brand equity, which is the next part of this video. So what is brand equity? Brand equity, in simple terms, is the value that your brand has as perceived by the customer and the strength it has over the market. So why do you need brand equity? Brand equity is the reason for brand recognition. It is the reason that your products are perceived with a greater value. It is also the reason that your customers stay loyal to your brand. It is also the reason for easier marketing. And lastly, brand equity is the main reason that people trust a brand. So what are the key drivers of brand equity? If you want to build brand equity, then you can do content marketing. You create content about your products and educate people about your products. You can use SEO, which is search engine optimization, which can boost your traffic to your website. The same goes for advertising. It can boost traffic to your website. As for email marketing, it is used to nurture customers and it's also used to nurture leads. Strategic partnerships are basically sponsorships. A brand sponsors a creator so that the creator can talk about the brand and promote it. As for customer service, it is used to deal with customer problems and customer feedbacks. Customer service is the best way to build brand trust and build brand equity. Now that we've learned about brand equity, the most important thing of growing brand equity and not ruining it is to manage your brand's reputation. If you have a bad brand reputation, then definitely your brand equity is going to be low. But if you have a good brand reputation, then your brand equity is going to be high. And so how can you manage your brand? You see, even a single bad comment can ruin a brand's image. So it becomes really important to monitor things like reviews, comments, and customer feedbacks. So how can you manage these then? If you have good reviews, good comments, good customer feedbacks, then you just leave them as it is. But when you have a bad comment, a bad review, or a bad customer feedback, it becomes really important for your brand to reach out to these customers. Because if you don't, then your brand image will be ruined. And if your brand image is ruined, then the number of customers that buy from you will decrease, and that will lead to a decrease in sales. Now that we've talked about all the main things that you need to build a successful brand, next I'm going to share some tips you can use to grow your brand. The first is to make your brand a lifestyle and not just a brand. Make your products useful to everyday life. If your products aren't useful to everyday life, then people are just going to buy it once and they won't ever come back to your store to buy again. And how can you do this? How can you make your brand lifestyle? You can do this by using photos, videos, stories to show how your products can affect a person's life, how it can be useful to them in their everyday life. The second tip to growing your e-commerce brand is to evolve your brand over time. Always keep improving, create new products, create offers, update your personality, update your style, update the way you communicate with your customers, and always stay fresh. Introduce new products, introduce something that can keep your customers' interest in your brand. Always make your customers want more from your brand. And if you do that, your customers won't ever leave your brand and they will always keep on buying from your brand. Now that we've learned how to build your brand and how to grow your brand, the next step is to create a store for your brand. And in the next video, I will show you how to create a website for your brand where you can sell products. I will teach you how to create a website using AI, and I'll show you how to host your website on Hostinger. So if you want to watch that, then do press the subscribe button and follow me for more.